all these things with the city and then bounce still.
Yeah.
Because we still need whatever the infrastructure he's talking about building. We need hotels, and whoever plays in that stadium is going to need hotels. And so whatever they decide to do with his city, or whatever they decide to do with that downtown, they need an upgrade anyway.
Yeah,
so they need to ride that coat wave.
I feel like definitely this year for sure, I seen a lot more unrelated Jaguar events going on in the stadium.
Right.
Like they got the women's soccer team. We had a couple stadium concerts and things like that. Florida Georgia's every year, but you know what I'm saying? We got that too. I think you might be onto something, and I think he was probably pissed off that they lost, and especially in the fashion that they did. He's been here for 3-4 years now.
Who?
Shad Khan. He been here longer than that.
Nah, I think he's got a couple years more than that.
Yeah, I think he's like 5th or 6th.
Well,
maybe.
even so, you know what I'm saying? You've been here for that long, and all you seeing your money basically going to waste because you're not selling out the stadium.
Yeah.
You gave it a new look. You cleaned it all up, new jerseys, all that stuff. Spent big money on some people like Nick Foles and things like that, and you still not really doing nothing.
Yeah,
you
but
know
I mean,
what
there's
I'm
still positives though. You still gotta understand. I mean, Jacksonville. Because there's just 2 other Florida football teams. Saying I feel like Jacksonville is still in like maybe top 50% of the market. Because I mean, there's still teams like Cincinnati, bro.
Yeah,
teams are doing you struggling. They're still in horrible cities.
Yeah.
So I know there's still optimism going down with Jacksonville.
But when you lose people like Jalen Ramsey, that you are losing part of your marketability because he was one of the most popular players, and he probably is he was the most popular player. Nick Foles is probably going to be the new one. Gardner Minshew did a little bit just because of
But I mean, it's not over. Like I said, a couple years ago, they had a good record. There was one in the number 1, I think, in the AFC. Almost beat the Patriots, something like that.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it's not totally over. They just still got it's a tough market in Jacksonville. Because if people you forget about it, you still got Tampa, you still got Miami. So I mean, they just still.
Actually, we should be. Think about it. I mean, Miami's in they only won 1 game.
That's what I'm saying.
Tampa's throwing the ball all to the other team.
That's what I'm saying.
So I think we pretty much we're in good standings. But I think what the whole point of this article is that our stadium is not making money, and he's like, I'm a money maker, and we're gonna consider all options. While my dollar is is betting.
But true, bro. The Young Thug concert. Remember there was how many open seats were at Young Thug concert, bro?
Yeah, there's hella open seats. But my whole thing with that, not to y'all make good points, but my whole thing is Tampa Bay and Miami still were historically better than Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got people like Dan Marino and guys like that. You know what I'm saying?
I can't really name a Jacksonville player that was in the Hall of Fame or something.
Not really. The best players to come out of here: Maurice Jones-Drew, Fred Taylor.
It was goats though. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? People like that. You know what I mean?
The market is just now opening up for Jacksonville, or for I feel like, because Jalen Ramsey, set the bar, and they still, they still got Leonard Fournette in contract. They still got Miles Jack. They still got a decent.
We can put together some wins. I mean, this season is not even over. Because we got Nick Foles. Just think about it. We got Nick Foles coming back.
You got DJ Chark. He's a top 5 receiver in yards right now, dude. Y'all got a slight,
so is Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we got a chance. Yeah. It's just, what I'm saying, we got all the pieces there. Yeah. It's just, we got to play. We got to play and win.
Well, you let us know what y'all think, man. Get at us on Instagram and Twitter at real2real904. That's real to real 904. You can follow me at Dev_904. And
I'm at Cuzzo Deville, KUZZODEVILLE.
And go ahead and plug yourself in, Jalen.
Oh, yeah, you already know. It's J.Leezy. That's J.LEEZY6 on the gram. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's a wrap on Hot Topics for today, man. We got it today in hip-hop to talk about. Somebody that was in my top 5.
Definitely in my top. Well, I ain't gonna say definitely. Was he? Did he make top? Yeah, he did make my top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Top 4. Yeah.
Well, Jay-Z dropped his 10th studio album, American Gangster. Today. So that spurs up the question, what's your favorite Jay-Z album? I know for me it's probably The Blueprint. The Blueprint had songs like You Don't Know, Renegade, Izzo, those
Renegade was raw, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was just one of those songs, and especially Eminem at that time was peak of his career.
It gotta go Blueprint, man.
Yeah, I think I'll go Blueprint.
Too, man.
Well, here y'all go dating me. Reasonable Doubt was my favorite.
That was his first album, right?
First album, man, because again it came at a time when he was always before his time.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like he was on the whole mafia gangster thing. Like he really kind of had one of the first albums that played into that. The whole "It's Okay," the whole what you got, you know, the Scarface ode. And so again, I think some of his skits. And you had the one guy who, you know, played. Well, you guys don't have a clue what I'm talking about, but again, he had the skits. That was even the time that, you know, skits and I guess
I was around for a couple of the skits.
Yeah, well, that played big.
Yeah,
You were.
What year did this drop?
I don't want to say the year, but American Gangster came out 10 years ago.
Yeah, American Gangster came out in
like
2007.
90 something, man. But regardless, I'm gonna go with Reasonable Doubt. Just because, again, he was he had to make a name for himself. He was coming off of he had this, you know, Biggie Small, Notorious Big was kind of, it was the King of New York type of thing. He really had to make a statement.
There's basically a lot of other people, you know, doing that's what I'm saying. Like for him to do, you know, at an early age and all that stuff.
The crown was up for grabs. When he came out the crown was up for grabs. And, you know, with that project, he pretty much, you know, kind of grabbed it and has not stopped since, to be honest.
He's still going out to still putting out music today.
And shout out Jay-Z, man. I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but just what he's doing around the community, man, which is like, you know, with these rappers right now, because you know a lot of old heads, you know, hating, you know, but what he did with 21 Savage, getting him out of jail, or you know, with lawyers and things like that, getting him out of his contract, man. That's what I'm saying. You know, Jay-Z, you know, aside from music, man, he's just doing stuff for, you know, for the culture now.
I've seen him and Beyonce have been paying for people to get out of prison and getting them lawyers so they can get proper defense in court. So I definitely think they're doing something for the community. So shout out to Jay-Z, man. 12 years ago today, American Gangster came out.
Yeah, and I heard that he wrote that in like 5 or 6 days.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The whole album. I heard, if I'm mistaken,
the whole album was that? It sounded like 20 songs.
I heard that they had already had a soundtrack, and then Jay-Z met up with the producers or the people who was doing the movie, and he was like, "Yo, I need that," and they was like, "Yo, it's already done," and then he was like, "Yo, give me a few days," and came back with however many songs. And dropped the whole album.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I at one point in time, Jay-Z was not my man because I was a Tupac fan.
Oh yeah,
I got you. And I wasn't, and Tupac definitely had a beef. Matter of fact, are we gonna do beef?
Oh, we doing beef.
Okay, yeah.
There's a little plug in for the top 5. That's a little snippet of what we're gonna be talking about later.
Definitely.
But definitely,
yeah, I think Jay-Z, he definitely grew on me, and I'm loving what he's doing. He took my chick, and so I got to ride out with him, man. He's doing way better than I would have been able to do with it. So
facts, billionaire.
It's something to look forward to. Just, you know, I'll follow them and do what they're doing.
Yeah,
definitely, man. So that was all today in hip hop, man. We got another new segment to give to y'all today.
Yeah, that's right. We can't skip that. I'm excited about this one.
I'm excited about this one too, man. It's a new segment called Grade the Verse.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You know my boy is a school teacher, so we are going to grade some random lyrics, A through F.
What grades do you?
I'm a media specialist, man. A multi-mega media specialist. That means I'm like a librarian, but it's kind of mixed in with technology and TV production. Yeah. And I'm at an elementary school, or 2 elementary schools of the arts right over in the neighborhood. I'm right off of Moncrief, so I'm in the neighborhood, 32208. You know, 32209. I'm in the hood.
Yes, sir. And
they love me too, Mr. Dunbar. Mr. Dunbar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I guess we should just roll right into it. So I'm going to just read this verse, this first one. I'm not going to tell them nothing about it. I just want you to grade it. I'm not going to tell you if it's old, new, none of that.
Okay.
So this first verse, and Jalen, don't say nothing. You probably going to know it off rip because it's recent.
And the good thing about it is I'm not going to know it.
Yeah, you're not going to know. You're not going to know.
Fresh ear.
So just... if I need some racks, I'm gonna flip me some packs. I talk like I want and she don't say nothing back. If cops pull up, I put that crack in my crack, or I put that brack in my brat. Call little shorty, made her fuck on my brody. If you don't owe me, bitch, still act like you owe me. I promise I won't ever quit, bitch, I'm Kobe. And I whip that white, you can snow me. I'm not gonna say this because this has his name on it. I whip it, that bitch, yeah, she know me. His name again. Yeah, she shining like butter. That bitch from Chicago, I call her Young Cutler. Leave it to Beaver.
Cracking my crack. I heard that before.
Yeah, that's the goat.
I heard that cracking crack. If you say the goat, I know who it is. I already know who your goat is.
Nah,
that's not my goat, but you already know. It's just, you know.
It's not my goat. It's not my goat. It's not my goat.
I heard that before.
Yeah.
I heard the crack in my crack. I heard that before.
Breaking my back.
Hey, yeah, no, that was I enjoyed reading that just as much as y'all probably listened.
That was a hard one.
Yeah, I was saying, man. I've heard that. It's not. You gonna tell me who it is?
I'll tell you after you grade.
Okay.
So
I like that.
Would you want to? Do you want to grade right now? Or do you want me to read this other verse and then you grade the two?
Well, I want it because I like the wordplay on that. I like the content on that. I want to hear both of them.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go into this next one. Jalen, you probably won't know this one, but you may know this one, cuzzo. So. To catch her while she hot and horny, go up inside her, then I spit some game in her ear, go to the telly ho, equip the money and Benz, cause bitch I'm barely broke. I'm smoking bomb ass weed, feeling crucial. From play to play, the game's tight, the feelings mutual. I'm hustling a prayer to breaking motherfuckers' face. I won't even finish it.
No more. That is an A. That's my favorite song in the world.
Okay, all
That's
right.
Ambitions of a Rider.
All right.
Tupac. And I'm going to give that an A.
Okay.
That's
fair. That's fair. You have to.
Yeah, I'm going to give that an A.
Really?
That's my favorite song in the world.
This man was rapping word for word. He was just saying a Tupac fan. So you had
that's my favorite song in the world. I play that every time.
Yeah.
When I first got my car, that's the first song I played.
I got you. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Tupac songs for sure.
Yeah, that's. I won't deny you.
I'm a straight rider.
That's my favorite song ever.
Hey.
Like that's what I was bred off of. Like that, I built my life off of the lyrics of that song. So that's an A+. I'm gonna give that like a 99 out of 100. Probably the only reason why I won't give it 100 is because a couple words I probably can't tell if that's what he's saying, and I didn't put up my own word in there.
I got you.
But however, the previous verse, given the wordplay and how he, I mean, I like that. I can't give it anything less than a B+. I mean, it's probably like a 90.
B+. All right, so that was
Big Sean?
Check by Young Thug.
Young Thug.
Young Thug. I put that crack in my crack. Yeah. I put that crack in my... Yeah. So... That was Young Thug, Check, and then Ambitions as a Rider, Tupac, man.
Could I take one of Young Thug's point? Could I give it an 89?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
Yeah, about an 88, 89.
Yeah,
just because.
Yeah, just because.
When you said Young Thug and his crack, I was like, okay,
the dresses,
that
the fingernails.
That may be, you know what I'm saying? You still have to. I need an in-depth interview with Thug, man, because I mean I can respect what he's saying and doing, but I just want to understand what
he's a little off, man. Yeah,
I just want to understand a little more. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just understand you. That's what.
But yeah,
just a little clarification. That's all. We just needed some answers. That's all, Young Thug. If you listen to this, Young Thug, get at us. We need some answers, man.
Second guess, man.
Yeah, definitely. But we hope y'all enjoyed that little segment we did there, man. That's called Grade the Verse. It's gonna be coming up a lot more often. So let me know.
Well, I guess you did spit both of those.
But next time we're gonna get this man spitting. We gotta get a little beat going.
Oh yeah, we might have to get something popping. We got something going on for the debut. That's what we was talking about earlier. So I might be spitting something for the opening.
Let's talk about the debut because
let's talk about that.
We're gonna launch the whole podcast.
The debut of the podcast.
Yeah,
the podcast.
The whole launch, the whole grand. It's going to be December the 5th. It's going to be downtown Jacksonville. Everybody flying in town.
December, the birth month. You already know that.
Like you sad?
Yeah, I got the same birthday as him.
Nah, he a Cap. We both Cap. We both on the same. I'm a Capricorn. We Capricorn, brother.
Y'all don't know what y'all are, man.
I know I'm a Capricorn.
I thought I was a Capricorn. I googled it and they told me a Sagittarius. I don't know.
Capricorns, man.
I'm a December 31st, baby.
Capricorn.
All right, look.
Sagittarius know they're Sagittarius.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn.
Well, good. So we're going to celebrate the month of December.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So but we got a lunch is going on downtown. We definitely gonna break it out and do some things. I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna even try to do some comedy.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so unless I chicken out, but I think
hell no, man. You get a couple drinks and you be
all right. So that's what we're gonna do.
Hey, anything is possible.
So we're gonna do a couple minutes of the podcast and just try to get people to come out downtown Jacksonville. We're gonna
definitely have to make it a little debut.
Definitely. And just so you know, December 22nd to January 20th is Capricorn. So you're a Capricorn, my brother.
Shit.
I knew you had to be a Capricorn. You don't know that you're Sag. You're a Capricorn.
I knew I was a Capricorn.
But just quick research real quick.
Yeah, man. This debut's coming soon, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking and listening with us, man. We got top 5 to rap on. And
that's what we doing?
It's kind of related to what we talking about. We mentioned Tupac earlier. We mentioned Jay-Z. We got top 5 rap beats of all time. Dead or alive. So both of those artists are in my top 5 for rap beefs. I don't know if they're in y'all's, but how you want to do? You want me to get the ball rolling on this one?
Yeah, because you got a whole little. Well, you gonna play you got the lyrics up and all.
I got the lyrics. I came prepared for this one because I knew I had my favorite.
I tell you what, let me see if any of mine. Is Pocket Biggie your first one?
Yeah, Pocket Biggie is my first one.
And do you have lyrics for that?
Yeah, I have lyrics for that. I don't have the full lyrics, but I got
a little bar or something.
Yeah,
All right, let's hear that.